Gasol's new documentary series called Pau Gasol, It's About the Journey. It's on Amazon Prime. Well, it's funny because when I went to Amazon Prime, I didn't know that Pau Gasol was coming out with a documentary. So when I went to Amazon Prime, I see that it's a new one and it's about Pau Gasol. I'm like, something new and different. Let me give this a try. And besides, I've been following Pau Gasol's entire NBA career. So I said, let's check this out. And the series is 4 episodes, and it's interesting because the series is about his him having a setback, dealing with injuries and coming back to play. Unfortunately, his career ended prematurely by a stress fracture. So you saw his journey when he was in the hospital, getting tests done, getting x-rays and all that stuff. But after the last team that he was part of was the Milwaukee Bucks. Not from this year, we're talking about 2019, I believe. And it would have been a little more interesting if it were last year that he was part of that team, because he would have earned his 3rd NBA championship. Excuse me. But after his NBA career, he decided to finish his NBA career by signing with the FC Barcelona's men's basketball team, where he began his professional career more than 20 years ago. And he did it the right way because he made his final appearance for the Spanish men's national team at the Tokyo Olympics game. So it was his fifth Olympic Games, and it was a great way for him to end his career that way because he started with the team. So it was a great move on Pau Gasol's part, and he had nothing to prove. He won 2 championships with the Los Angeles Lakers with him and Kobe Bryant. And he had an impressive career. He's a future Hall of Famer without a doubt. It's just sad when you see players end their careers due to injuries, but you have to do what's right for you, for your health. You don't want to risk anything. And it's an interesting journey because us sports fans, when we look at athletes, we only know what's in front of us, but we don't know what really goes down behind the scenes. So I'm glad that Pau Gasol made this documentary, and because it shows us how his whole process was. Sometimes I feel that Pau Gasol's tenure with the Memphis Grizzlies, which was his first team that he started in the NBA with, is forgotten. I feel like it's forgotten because of the amount of success he had with the Lakers. There's no doubt he will always be remembered for his success with the Lakers. But it all started with the Memphis Grizzlies. At the beginning of his career, he struggled, but then he found his way, he got better. And there were some comparisons with him and Kevin Garnett, and supposedly Kevin Garnett didn't take too kindly of that, but Pau Gasol made him realize that he's here to stay. He has talent, he's not soft. Pau Gasol, he's a quiet assassin, as I look at it. He's not much of a talker on the court, like trash talker. He's more of the work ethic, tenacity, and toughness. And that's a trait that him and Kobe had together, that they were so tough, especially if they were playing through pain. You can't keep them down. They're gonna keep coming back and fighting till the end. The saddest part for me in this documentary is Kobe's death. You saw how it devastated the entire NBA community, the whole world, especially Pau Gasol, as he was talking about Kobe. And As a person like myself who was a big fan of Kobe, who grew up with him, who grew up watching him, it still affects me because of how his life ended, and the fact that his daughter died along with him makes it even more tragic and devastating. The beautiful thing about it is that Pau Gasol, his daughter's middle name is Gianna. He named it after Kobe's daughter, which I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a great way to pay tribute to Gianna. So that was a very important part of the documentary that I found interesting, and it really stood out to me. One of the things that I also like about the documentary, and it's gonna be tough to see this again in the NBA, is when Pau Gasol and Marc Gasol, his brother, they both played against each other at the All-Star game, and they were both at the height of their careers. So to have two Spaniard brothers playing the All-Star game at the height of their career, it is very hard to see that again and again and again. So it was very historical, I should say, to witness that, to see two brothers, two Spaniard brothers, compete against one another in the All-Star game. And last but not least, I cannot forget to mention this. After Pau Gasol's playing career, he was selected to the IOC Athletes Commission, and that's where he's standing right now. Brilliant move on Pau Gasol's part to have this position at this time of his career, because his playing days are over, so now it's time to focus on other endeavors. And also, I feel this is important to mention, it's very satisfying to see a lot of these international athletes grow and become stars in the NBA. Guys like Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Pau Gasol, Marc Gasol, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's just gonna continue to grow and grow and grow, because the NBA is for everyone. It's for everyone who has the talent, who has the size, but especially who has the heart and the work ethic. And God bless international players. They are a very, very, very big part of the growth of the NBA. And it will continue to be that way, and it will stay that way.